Welcome to Fortune Cookies Tarot. It is day one into Donald Trump's second term as president of the United States. Sun still came up. So far, nothing bad happened. However, just prior to him giving a speech for his inauguration, we learned that Joe Biden gave sweeping pardons to individuals who have not yet committed crimes, as far as we know. In this video, we are going to focus on Dr. Fauci, my favorite, your favorite. Let's talk about him in a minute. Welcome back, Tarot fam. So in this video, we are going to focus on Dr. Fauci, but there are a lot of people that got pardons in this sweeping last-minute pardon from Joe Biden. Specifically, his family, General Milley, Liz Cheney, lots of people. And apparently these sweeping pardons were done to protect them against any revenge from the Trump administration. These were basically considered enemies of the incoming administration. Curiously, though, there was one that was left off, and that's Alexander Vindman. His wife also posted a pretty scathing response to this. And if anything happens to her family, that she holds the Biden administration strictly responsible for that. Just to let you know, Alexander Vindman is a Russian-born U.S. Director of European Affairs. He was in the United States Army. He was a lieutenant colonel, and he was the one who was responsible for advising that he felt the conversations between then President Trump and Volodymyr Zelensky were improper. And that led to the first impeachment of sitting President Trump in his first term. So I think it's curious that that individual was not given any kind of grace in this last minute pardoning. But we're going to talk about Dr. Fauci. So there's been lots of information about Dr. Fauci. A lot of people feel a certain way about him. And he was one that was given a non-conditional pardon. He's being pardoned for anything that he did wrong. I want to take a look at, is this really a free pass? I am doing research on presidential pardons when no crime has been committed. I'm getting a lot of mixed returns on it in my research. So to be continued, I will continue to do research. Some resources are saying, no, you have to have a crime on the books. And some are saying, no, you can just say, yeah, go ahead. You get a free pass. So we're going to look, is it a free pass? Did Fauci ask for it? Did he appeal for this? Did Biden really do it? Or was there some other organization that did it? I have another video that's coming up, which is something very curious that Mike Johnson had said in regard to a presidential executive order that he had discussed with Joe Biden, who he seemed not to really know the contents of it and the implications of it. So we're going to take a look at that. And also I want to look at what Joe Biden's future is. So let's bring up that card view. Before I do that, please like, share, and subscribe, and let me know what you think of this. Keep the comments nice so that we don't get in trouble here on YouTube. So first question, again, we're focusing on Dr. Fauci. I know you guys love it when I say Fauci. Let's look at Dr. Fauci and what he had going on. Is this, in fact, a free pass? Do we get a free pass for Dr. Fauci? Is it a free pass? One shot. It is holding things at bay for now. What's going to turn that around? Oh, boy. These are tough cards, guys. So what is going to turn around this holding at bay? So I think we're going to see some interesting things when it comes to presidential pardons that were given by the exiting Biden administration. So what's going to turn it around is his wish not coming true, a negative look back, and this echoes that negative look back. I think also he is going to lose some support from those that he thought were allies and colleagues. So I think he is going to be thrown under the bus. Is he going to be thrown under the bus? Yeah. Two of Cups, Ace of Wands, and get to work. Someone who is going to try and repair this. There is I don't want to say a rat in the house, but there's a mole in Fauci's house. Somebody that he was working with on the projects. Let's talk about the projects that he had going on. We do know that there were a number of them. The projects that he was working on, this individual was someone in a coat, in a lab coat, in the labs with him doing the work. This person is going to come forward and say, yes, there was some wrongdoing that was done. This is going to be mind-blowing. This person also, I believe, worked on the resolution for that, or the prophylactic resolution for the things that they were cooking up in the kitchen. So I think that is going to be very interesting. But we're going to talk about his year coming up. We're just going to look 1 year into the future, because I think this is something that extends further into the second Trump administration than expected. So did Fauci ask for this pardon? Did he request it? I think he did appeal to the powers that be. Was that Biden himself? Was it Biden? Yes. Was it the deep state? Yes, it was both. He had requested assistance from both the sitting president, for whatever that's worth, guys. We all know he wasn't all there. This was a safety issue. I think part of this, and we have that negative look back and things that cannot be undone. I think he also has requested some level of security. I don't know if that is actual security that is outside his house, kind of keeping an eye on him. There's something about actual security and protecting him from people coming to him. That is afforded to him. So I think this is part of a sweeping insurance policy for the work that Fauci did. And it does go much deeper than the administration. I think the secret administration, I think, had a lot to do with this. I think they really are trying to kind of shuffle him off into a corner, to make sure that he is not affected by people that may not be happy with him. And I'm not talking about governmental people. I'm talking about populist people. So what's his future for the year? What is his future for the year? Let's look at his whole future. Patience. We're looking at patience there. Ooh. Temperance is usually another patience. How does he see himself? He's nervous, guys. How do others see him? Hopes and fears. So his year, and I'm making a prediction now, by the end of like a year from now, 9 months to 12 months, he is going to be exposed to a certain extent. Is he going to be prosecuted? I can't see that yet. But the exposure is going to be radical. The information that comes out is radical. Is this more damning and damaging than convicting him in a court of law? I think it is. I think having people enraged all over, I'm going to say the world, people enraged at his behavior and what he has done all over the world becomes extremely problematic for him. It affects his life. Imagine this. You walk outside your house, you have an angry mob at the end of your driveway every time you try and go to Starbucks. Not a good scene. This is not a good scene. So he has hitched his cart to the devil. There is no way out of this situation. Remember, this is my suitcase position. This is what we have to go back in the past and find and either pack or unpack in the suitcase. This is an unpackable situation. He is locked in on this. He cannot get away from the orders that he took, the things that he did, and the behaviors that he exhibited, the experiments that he did. This is going to be, his legacy is going down in flames. I'm sorry. Over here, under the surface, he knows what he did. He knows he can't get away from it. Absolutely knows that. Up here in the public sphere, he's trying to play both sides. He's trying to still placate the administration. He's trying to straddle into the new administration. Well, I did what I did. I did what I did. I'm Dr. Fauci. But he's going to keep making excuses about this. He's going to have a lot to say about the why and how he did. I only did what I knew we could do. Down here, not having a good time. He is having a lot of anxiety about this, but it's not about prosecution at this point. I think he is afraid of the information that's going to be revealed, that's going to show a counterproductive method toward the people of the world. Over here, we ain't done yet. This is the Trump administration. We ain't done yet. We are still going to find something on you. Presidential pardon aside, we're still going to see this. Oh my goodness. I am here for it. Now, you guys aren't going to like this, but I am going to do Yellow Brick Road. I am going to say, what can he do to maximize this situation and to resolve this situation to his benefit? I know you guys don't like it, but I'm going to do it. So what can Fauci do? Oh my God, Fauci. The Anna Miller voice comes out. Fauci. What can he do to maximize this? He's got to shut up. So, Dr. Fauci, you know what you got to talk about. So, he's going to have to say that the lack of grace that was handed out to the people of the world, to everyone who is affected by you-know-what and the you-know-what, the prophylactic. He's going to say, we had to move fast because it was going to be worse. He is going to defend that. And he's going to say that he took orders. I think he's going to say that Operation Warp Speed, which was the idea of Donald Trump, it was touted by Donald Trump. I think he's going to blame this guy, Donald Trump. I think he's going to do that. I think he's going to say, I did what I could do as a scientist. And he's going to unpartner with the people that basically made his job possible. And he's going to say that their ends were counter to the benefit of everybody. He's going to have some things to say if he wants to save his skin. So does he throw Donald Trump, presidential administration number one, under the bus? Yes, he's going to do that. He's going to blame Operation Warp Speed. He's going to say that people were moving him to move faster. And he's going to say, I did what I did. I used the knowledge that we had. It was trying to save as many people as possible. Over here, he's going to throw a lot of people under the bus. So if somebody is talking from within his lab and within his inner circle, the inner medical circle, he's going to be throwing just as many people under the bus. He's going to be throwing twice that number. So if anybody says something about him, he's going to be throwing twice as many under the bus. He is going to sacrifice people to save his own skin. So I think we need to keep an eye on Fauci for the next year or so. Let's see what he does. I wonder if he skips off to another country and enjoys life someplace else. Maybe we'll see that. Who knows? But thank you so much for watching. I hope you like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about these presidential pardons. I'm probably going to dip in to Liz Cheney, and I think I'm going to dip into Alexander Vindman, who shockingly did not get any kind of pardon for his actions involving the initial impeachment of President Trump, term number one, Trump 1.0. So thanks again for watching. Stay tuned for more stuff. I'm going to have, I've got production done for the week, but I'm going to have some political stuff after the inauguration. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I will see you soon in the future.